and we say edge, and we select one edge and we look which one is what, and we can see that they are not, you know, one needs to be facing out the other way. So we'll just select that UV right here, alright, and we'll select the shell right there, so it's that full shell, and we're going to go into polygon, and we are basically going to do a flip, alright, and we're going to select the proper axis, which is the x-axis, okay, which is for us horizontal, obviously, and we're going to do that, apply that, okay. Now let's make sure we select the full object again right here, and we can see them next to each other, and now we can see that those edges now connect better, okay. But it's not there yet, and we want to do a lot of tweaking related to adjust that so it's clean, okay. So we are going to start with the middle in vertex. We're going to select those vertices right there, and those right here, and those right there, okay. And we're going to make sure we look where those are also, and we are basically going to adjust them nice and flat. And we are going to move it back in position after that, okay. And we want to keep the same you know, overall, you know, distance between things, okay. That's a good thing. And we can rearrange distances after, so don't worry. To ensure proper scaling. And it's a little bit more time consuming, but you know what, the result is much better. And you will have only one seam instead of two, and usually you can get rid of the second one, so it's actually better. And if we look right now, right here, it does start looking, you know, not too bad. And we have a lot of things to do, obviously. Now, it looks pretty good beside that. Now let's do the same thing with the other one. Right here, right here. After that. I know, it's not that bad in time, it's not that time consuming, frankly. I had worse before, trust me. Right here, okay. Now, it's gonna be a matter of couple things to figure out. I want to see, I think I messed up one thing. I think those goes right here, yes. So I think those actually go right here. Actually, no. We'll fix that at the moment. Now, let's bring that up right here. Right there, that's what's going on. One went with the others, that's all. Let's attach it together now. So right here, edges, sewing them together. Click on G every time to redo the same action. The last action, basically. Right here, okay. So we have only a seam now right there, basically. And it's not a bad seam at all, actually, because we don't barely see it. And our tree is not bad at all. And there's a couple of things we could adjust, and we might. Actually, let me take that. We can adjust that if we want to regain a little bit of the definition. It's not a big deal because it's not going to see much, so you know, I'd rather keep the tree trunks nice and clean, right? We might do that a little bit at the bottom if you really want to. Alright, okay, now let's select that shell and we need to move it between 0 and 1 right here basically. Okay, now we can make it as big as we want, okay, but I'd rather compress it a little bit like that, alright, to regain the definition. See how much better it's looking already. And like that we have in one side here. Okay, right there. Alright, now this is the top and bottom, really small part right here. Okay, so that's really small, so it needs to be scaled as small as possible. We could attach it to that again if we really want to. We can do that so it's consistent. Let's look into that just a second. Just for the sake of the beauty of the job. Let's just look. Oh, that's the bar. Oh yeah, did I do the inverse? Let me see that. Yeah, right here. It's an edge probably. That one right here. Yeah, we just put them on the side, frankly, you guys. It's not a big deal. Yeah. It just need to be scaled similar. Actually, all white could be good, so that's not a big deal. You won't see it. Anyway, that's under, so you won't see it at all. I'll just put it right here. Right here. Now let's do the leaf, and the leaf are very easy. Okay, you guys, I've already done them, but I'll show you one right there. Basically, on the leaf, you do a planar projection like we just did. All right, and right there, and you'll get it like something like that basically, and you make sure you place it properly. All right, it's very important. Okay, you guys. Now I'm gonna apply that texture right here to that because in video game another thing needs to be is one texture only per channel. So I'm in the color channel, so I'm gonna do one texture. Okay, so let me apply that right here. And I'm going to go right here on rendering hypershade, and I'm going to apply that right here at Lambert. Now we're not going to see much out of it, alright, because it's not placed properly. If I look at it in the UV texture editor, it's totally not placed the way that one is. Okay, so what we're going to do is that we're going to export the UV map so we can adjust in Photoshop those things. Okay. Now one thing though is I've got that on top, not the best idea. I want to keep it, so let me move my tree trunks actually. Stuff, it's not a big deal. We'll just move them somewhere right here so that bothers. Okay, so now we're just gonna export that, and that's polygon UV snapshot right there, and make sure you put it the proper place. I'll put it just on my desktop, and I'll call it UV snap. Alright, I want to make sure it's going to be 1024 by 1024, which is a power of 2, perfect for us. I'm not, pink, that's fine with me, because we're going to use the black transparency as an alpha channel for your leaf. So that's good. Make sure it's normal 0 to 1. That's very important for